Hi, I'm Terry Covell, and I thought today I'd show you something that we have around the house for Halloween, which of course is coming very soon. Now, Halloween's been around for hundreds of years, but people had things that they used for Halloween starting maybe around 1900. You could buy commercial things like jack-o'-lanterns and whatnot. But the collectors really didn't get into it until about the 1970s. And now it's one of the most popular collectibles around. It follows Christmas for the holiday collectibles. And there are thousands of people buying these things. What you should do is save what you have and buy some new old things when you're going out looking. The jack-o'-lanterns are, of course, the most famous. And this jack-o'-lantern I bought a number of years ago for very little money because nobody wanted a jack-o'-lantern that was made out of papier-mache. And it sells today for about $600, which I find pretty unusual. The other jack-o'-lanterns are also papier-mache. They date from before 1930. The larger one here has its own eyes, and that's what you have to look at. These eyes are on a piece of paper that's pasted inside the jack-o'-lantern, and they very often get, I suspect, get poked out by some child who thinks that's pretty interesting to investigate. But you can see a lot of them, or you can do this. You can take a piece of paper and paint the eyes on a thin piece of paper, and then when you put a candle into this, it lights it up and you see the jack-o'-lantern smiling, and the eyes are all lit. Each of these now sells for about $100. You may be lucky and find them for less. But they are old, they are papier-mache, and they're in very good condition. The rest of the things on the table are relatively new. The candy container, which you were to carry around with you, dates from about the 1970s, and it was used by some friends' children, and I just thought it'd be great, so I asked if I could have it after Halloween. I have no idea what it's worth, but I'm sure someday it'll be worth more than it is now. And the large pumpkin is really, well, it's a lamp. The bottom isn't there. It's sitting on an empty table. And you put a candle, and I wouldn't recommend a candle. I would try a flashlight or an electric bulb of some sort. And you put, or get a votive candle. That would be good because it's in a little holder. Put it inside, put this down, and you have a jack-o'-lantern that can flicker lights and look out the window. I put it where it'll show outside. Sometimes I even put it outside on one of the steps in the front. This came from a McCoy factory. I was down there one day visiting, and they were selling this in the department where they were getting rid of the things, and I don't really know if they ever made this or not, but this I bought about 1970. The rest of the things on the table are brand new. We bought them at a discount store about 3 years ago. They look old. You can see they're all nodders. Isn't that cute? And this is an Anna Lee doll, which also came from the discount store. None of these cost us more than $5. Now I think they're worth more, and if people didn't know they were new, they'd be worth a lot more. So keep collecting. You never know what you're going to find next. And while you're collecting, look at our books and go to our sites, Kovels.com. We have lots of free information, lots of prices, and lots of information.